Jai Nitai.
Jai Nitai.
Sorry.
Now, in our bhajan life, we are on the practice stage. And for this stage, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he gave us some knowledge to support. Because for Radhakund bhajan, consciousness and intelligence both are the most important, very important. Intelligence means not this material intelligence. All the knowledge is not supporting our bhajan, our consciousness. Which knowledge we should keep? Which knowledge is most important for our life? For this material and spiritual, both life. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked Ramananda Rai to give us this supporting knowledge for Radhakund bhajan path. Prabhu kahe kaun vidya, vidya mukti shar. O Roy, do you know which knowledge is the extract of all knowledge? The seed of all knowledge. Here, it did not ask about the best knowledge. It asked about the seed of all knowledges. Prabhu kahe poon vidya, vidya mukti shar. Ramananda Rai, he answered, yes, I know this. Krishna bhakti vidya vina vidya nahi aar. Prabhu, you are asking about the seat of all knowledge, but I am saying you, there has no knowledge, no other knowledge, there has only one knowledge, and that is Krishna Bhakti. Only this knowledge, by this knowledge, all the jivas who can perform their bhajan, means all the human forms, they can achieve the highest stage, they can achieve this highest bliss, ananda in their life. Only by this knowledge. Oh Roy, there are so many other knowledges. There are so many other knowledges. Millions. Because in this world,
Jai Jai.
in this world there is millions of tattva, and for all tattva you need the knowledge in this way there has millions of knowledge. But you are saying only for Krishna Bhakti. But oh Prabhu, you know. This was not from my heart. This was said by one greatest devotee, Devarshi Narada. After all the scriptures describes Maharishi Vedavyas, we cannot say he wrote the scriptures, no. Because scriptures is self-manifested. Only he was the medium. That's why all the rishis known as Shastra Drashtya. They have seen the Shastra scripture first and then they wrote this. And Maharishi Vedavyas, he did this first. After he described, he wrote all the scriptures. He divided Veda in 4 parts. He describes the aspect of Vedas, Vedanta. Then to give the knowledge very easy way, he described all the Shrutis, that means Upanishads. Then also, his mind was not satisfied. He was crying. Because you have seen that all the jivas, until that time, they were not really, their mind is not going in a way. Still they are absorbed in this material world. That's why he was crying, oh, maybe I did some mistake. But he could not recognize the mistakes. Where is this mistake? Then he got Guru Kripa. Devarshi Narada came to visit him. And he asked, oh, Vyasa, what has happened? Why you are looking like this? I think by mind and physical way you are not okay. Maharishi Vedavyas said, yes, Gurudev. Physically I am okay, but not mentally. Why? Because after I have did this great work to describe all the scriptures, and this was not for me. I did this all for jivas. But maybe I did some mistake. They are not going with it. Why? Then Devarshi Narada, he said, Nashkarmam apachyuta bhava varjitam no shobhate jnanamalam niranjanam uta punashashada bhadra mishare najar pidam karma jadapya karma. Oh yes, I know. you did only for helping them. But maybe there has no selfishness. There has no self-desire. But when your activity is not offered to Krishna, that means this work, this whole activities is costless. Akaranam. There's nothing. You will not get any benefits from this when your activities is not offered to Krishna. To describe these all scriptures, you throw all the jivas inside the ocean, but you did not show them the side, the coast. Which way they can get the coast? That's why they are now in a confusion. They are confused. Which way they'll swim? Which way they'll get the coast? You have to show them. The coast is Krishna. After Devarshi Narada, he kept this advice, he advised. Then Maharshi Vedavyas, he describes Srimad Bhagavata. And this Srimad Bhagavata is the extract of all scriptures.
Yes.
Essence. Yes. That's why Srimad Bhagavata known as Mahapurana. All the Puranas is known as Purana and Srimad Bhagavata is Mahapurana because they has everything. How Maharshi Vedavyasa known, he realized this in Bhakti Yoga. Because Devarshi Narada, his Gurudev, he said that you have to realize why all the jivas, they should take shelter on Krishna. You have to realize by yourself. Then Maharshi Vedavyas, by Bhakti Yoga, he realized this. Bhakti Yogena Manashi Shamyak Paranite Mali Apashyat Purusham Purnam Mayam Chatadapasrayam Jaya Sammahita Jivo Atmanam Trigunatmakam Paropi Manute Narthyam Tat Kritancha Vivatyate. In his mind, they have seen there has Purusha, Purna Purusha, Sri Krishna. Maya and Jiva both are in the shelter of him. But Maya is not like Jiva. Tat avasrayam. No one can see but can realize. There has something. When Maharshi Vedavyas, then he realized that, okay, by Maya, all the jivas, they are thinking in that way. That means Maya bewildered their mind. And that's why they are nitya. But by Maya, they are thinking they are anitya. They are eternal. But by Maya, they are thinking they are from this material world. And only by Krishna's mercy one can get free from this. One can get liberation from Maya. Otherwise, no one can get this. Then he explained, then he described Srimad Bhagavatam. Ramananda Rai, he describes this to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu. In Srimad Bhagavatam, he has written that only by bhakti one can get the mercy of Sri Krishna. Only by bhakti one can get Krishna 100%. Krishna will be for the sadhaka, who will worship Krishna in pure bhakti. Krishna will give himself. That is bhakti, that is Sanatana Dharma. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Nimi Maharaj, in 11th canto, Nimi Maharaj, he asked this question. Dharman Bhagavatan Bhuta Yadi Na Surutakshaman. He Navajogindra, please explain about Bhagavad Dharma. If we have this ability to hear. Please explain. Jait prasanna prapanyaya dasyatyatmanopaja. I am asking about this Bhagavad Dharma by which Swayam Bhagavan, he can give himself to the sadhakas. Hey Prabhu, this bhakti jnana is the highest and the seat of all knowledges. Because by bhakti, you can get Krishna, and when Krishna is yours, when you have this knowledge about Krishna Tattva, then all this knowledge will be self-manifested inside your heart. Because all the rishis, they say to Brahmadev, and Brahmadev also said this to all the rishis. First Brahmadev is saying that Gopi Jana Valbhava Jnani Nakhilam Bhati. By the knowledge of Gopi Jana Valbhava, by the knowledge of Krishna, you can get all knowledge. When you have this knowledge, when about Krishna Tattva, then all these millions of knowledge, they will manifest in your heart. You have not to try to get them. When you have knowledge about Krishna Tattva, that means you have all this other knowledge. That's why we have to keep this knowledge about bhakti in our heart. Not in our heart. We have to keep this realization in our heart, but knowledge in our brain. Because by Bhakti Gyan, this Bhakti Gyan will support to develop our Radhakund bhajan. But at the same time, you need something more. You have to get all other knowledge about jnana, not all, about yoga, not all. Which part will support your bhakti? Only this part. Because Rupa Goswami, he said this in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about Uttama Bhakti. Your bhakti should not be covered by jnana and yoga. Is not? Anya vilashita punyam jnana karma dhyanavritam. Jnana karma adi anavritam. Should not cover. That means you can accept some part. You can accept some part which will support your bhakti. Inside our practice, there has some parts. This also like yoga. We are doing pranayama. Is not? We are doing dhyana. Is not? In our daily practice there has pranayama, dhyana. This all the part of yoga. But in Bhakti Yoga, we accept this part from yoga, but we are using to develop our bhakti. Because without meditation, you cannot chant with Leela Smaran. Is that? For Leela Smaran, you need this meditation. For this eightfolded pastimes, you need this meditation. Without this meditation, no one can go inside of this. But this meditation is the part of yoga. That means in Bhakti Yoga also, in Bhakti Sadhana also, we are accepting so many things from other path. But such part which will help our bhakti. In this way, we have to continue our bhakti with knowledge, with jnana, with yoga. That's why Sriman Mahaprabhu, he sent, he gave, he advised this knowledge you should keep in your brain. The next, first he asked these questions about Vidya, that means the seat of all knowledge. Then, Kirti Ganamuddha Jiver Kunboro Kirti. Alright, what is the greatest activities in this material world? What is the greatest activities? Ramananda Rai answered, Krishna Parimo Bhakta Boli Jar Hai Khem. Oh Prabhu, you know, who will get this title as Krishna Parima Bhakta, will known as Krishna Prema Bhakta. how she will get these activities is the greatest. This activities is the highest activities. Because by activities one can be immortal. By lifetime no one can get this immortality, is not? We can get this immortality by lifetime or paramayu? Not possible. Yadashahi dhruva mrityu. When you born, that means that is fixed that you have to die. Yadashahi dhruva mrityu. But how one will get this immortality? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked this, what is the greatest activities? By which activities one can get this immortality? Because by lifetime no one can get this immortality. Roy said, yes, Prabhu, one can get immortality by worshipping Krishna. Who is known as Krishna Prema Bhakta, she will get this immortality. Krishna Prema Bhakta, if you say devotees, Krishna devotees, Krishna Bhakta, it is not enough. It is not enough to get immortality. There has 3 stages. Bhakta. When you are just saying that devotees, Bhakta, that means he must be Krishna Bhakta. These all other words, Shiva Bhakta, Shakti Bhakta, no, this all words is wrong, completely wrong. You cannot say Shiva Bhakta. Who is Bhakta? Who is devotee? Bhakta means store of bhakti, is not? Bhaktir adhar jai bhakta bole janishe. Bhaktir adhar means the pot. Who is the store of bhakti? He is Bhakta. Bhakti is beloved of Shri Krishna. Bhakti is beloved of Shri Krishna. If you are taking shelter on Bhakti, Bhakti will take you to Krishna, not to Shiva. Because he is beloved of Krishna. Is that? That means, if you say Shiva Bhakta, this word is wrong, completely wrong. Bhakti will not take you to Shiva or Shakti. Yes, you can say they are Shiva Sadhaka, Shakti Sadhaka, not Shakti Bhakta, Shiva Bhakta. This devotee, that means this Bhakta, is the most general one. Who are following Bhakti path. It's a normal way, like duty. That a born in human form, that means you have to worship Krishna. And they are worshipping Krishna. Like duty. No attachment, no feelings, no realization. Maybe there has something fear. Oh, if I I'll not worship Krishna, then she'll not give us so many things. For this material world, I'll get so many problems. So I have to worship Krishna for not getting the problems in their life. They are generally devotee. Then, next part, Krishna Bhakta. Next part is Krishna Bhakta. We know there has three Krishna, Purnatama, Purnatara, Purna. Who have this affection and attachment with Mathura and Dwarka Krishna. Or other avatars, Vishnu avatars, Krishna avatars. They love to worship the opulences, Vaishalyas. Like Brahma, like all the demigods. They love to be surprised by Krishna's opulences. They like to see his Vaishalyas, great Vaishalyas. That's why they are praying in that way, that we have not this ability to touch your feet. No shanta sammati shayastradisha sharajya lakshmapta smasta kamai balin haradvesh chiraloka palai kirita kotirita padamita. Oh Prabhu, we have not this right to touch your feet. We came here to pray you. Okay, then pray. I want to listen. What you want to pray. Then Brahma said, oh Prabhu, you know, to see your appearances, such great appearances, I'm speechless. Why? Because praying means comparing with some things. If I try to compare, then that will not pray. That will criticize you. That will be criticizing you. Why? Because when I'll pray, I'll say, oh, Prabhu, give me shelter on your lotus feet. If you'll ask, oh Brahma, my feet is not so beautiful than lotus? What I'll say? I have no answer. I have no answer because that is true. Your feet is more, 1,000 times more beautiful than lotus. But in front of me there is no other comparison. There is no other things to compare. That means when I pray, then maybe I will criticize. Ninda.
Offense.
That's why I stopped to try to pray by words. Then should go back without praying? No problem. I know you can accept the move as pray. You are bhavagrahi janagana. You can accept the praying by mood. will offer our pranam to you and will touch this stage, this Ratnavedi, by our crown. And which sound will be there, this tinkling sound, to touch by this crown and this Ratnavedi, when this sound will be come, this tinkling sound, you must accept this sound as our prayer. There has everything, Prabhu. They love to see these appearances. They are Krishna Bhakta. They love to worship Krishna as Swam Bhagavan, as great king. But this devotion also will not get you immortality. Then the other stage, Krishna Prema Bhakta. Who is Krishna Prema Bhakta? Shukadeva Goswami, he describes very nice word. For describing some stories, the Leelas in Srimad Bhagavata, he used that, Krishna had one devotee, like Sridham Vipra. Krishna Shyashi Dijasrishta Brahmana Brahma Vidyama. He started. When you started this Leela of Sri Rama Vipra, it is maybe 10th canto, 81 chapter. It is started in 80 and it is continued 81, 82. And he started in that way, Krishna Shyashi. Krishna had this devotee. That means all these devotees are the property of Krishna. Great treasure of Krishna. Krishna is the treasure of devotee. But these all devotees is the treasure of Krishna. That's why he is keeping in a good way these all devotees. Do you know Parikshit? Krishna, he has this devotee, Sridhama Vipra. Sometimes when he started about this story of Srutadeva Bahulashya, then also he used this word, Krishna Shyashi. Krishna had this devotee. When one is keeping some things in a good way, which things we should keep in a good way, which is very important for us, isn't it? We are not keeping wastage things. We are keeping this? No. We are keeping such things which is very important for us. When Krishna keeps these devotees, that means this all devotees is the most important for him. They are known as Krishna Prema Bhakta. Who is the treasure of Krishna? How they got this stage, Krishna Prema Bhakta? Why they are known as Krishna Prema Bhakta? Because was only for Krishna. They are not thinking about themselves also. They are thinking always for Krishna. They are taking foods, they are sleeping, they are smiling, they are crying. All their activities, even all the daily activities, is for Krishna, not for them. That's why in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna, in Bhakti Yoga, when Arjuna he asked about all his sadhakas, O Krishna, who is the Supreme in front of you? Evam shatata yuktaje bhaktya paryupashate ye chapyaksharam abhyaktam tesham ke yoga vidyamaha. Who is the Supreme in front of you? The devotees, the jnanis, yogis, karmis. Who is the Supreme? When Arjuna, he just mixed all the devotees in the same pot, then Krishna maybe he was angry to see his devotees in the same place. He just took them out. Oh Arjuna, what are you saying? You should not compare my devotees with others. Why? Why Krishna? Because Maya Avishya, they are really attached with me. They are totally absorbed about my thinking. They are totally absorbed in my thinking, in my activities. Maya Avishya Manuje Mam Nitya Yukta Upashate Sradhaya Parayo Petas Temi Yukta Tamamata. They are connected, always connected. They are not thinking about themselves also. That's why in front of me they are the Supreme. They may yukta tamamata. They are the Supreme One. Moite teshu chapyam. If you see in my heart, then you can see them there. If you see in their heart, then you can see only me there. There's nothing. Only me. Moite, I am in their heart. Teshu chapyam. And all of these devotees, they are inside of my heart. Arjuna said, Oh Krishna, that means you have also this mood of partiality. You are doing partiality, but you say that Sarvabhuteshu, Samuham Sarvabhuteshu, Name Vishwastina Prayaha. All the jivas is equal in front of you. Yes, that is true. But you are talking about my devotees. When they have this attachment, when they have this affection for me, they have nothing. They know only me. Arjuna. That's why I have nothing. Only there. I know. I'm thinking always about them because they are thinking about me. My all activities is for them to please my devotees. They are trying to please me, and always I am trying to please my devotees. Aham bhajami. Aham bhajami. They are not only worshipping me. I am also worshipping them. I am also worshipping my devotees. You know, Arjun, I like to worship my devotees. Arjuna, maybe he asked in a hidden way by mind, then why you are not worshipping all the other devotees? Why you are not worshipping all the devotees? You say it, aham bhajami, but you are not worshipping. You are just reciprocating. They are worshipping and you give. You are giving something. That means give and take. This policy. But this word, bhajami, is more higher than everything. Why you are worshipping your devotees? Because I want to get prema. Krishna wants to get prema from his devotees. Which prema? With this opulence? No. ঐশ্বর্য জ্ঞানেতে সব জগৎ বিস্তৃত ঐশ্বর্য শিথির প্রেমে নহে মোর প্রীত. Where there is thinking of mood of Aishwarya, that means their prem is very light. I like to get prema. I like to exchange my love with this prema. And this prema must be without Aishwarya. Aishwarya Shri prema mahimorpito. My heart is not going with such activities with Aishwarya. Yes, I promise to reciprocate. That's why if somebody worshipping me, I'll give something. Krishna যদি ছুটে ভক্তে ভক্তি মুক্তি দিয়া কবু প্রেম নাহি দেন রাখুন লুকাইয়া. All those devotees were worshipping Krishna with opulences, that means with Aishwarya. They'll get this material pleasure, they'll get mukti, moksha, but not prema. Krishna always hiding prema. Kobu prem nahi nahi. He doesn't like to give prema to these devotees who are worshipping with Aishwarya. But all the devotees in Radhanuga bhajan, they are not waiting when Krishna will give this prema. They are stealing prema Krishna from. They are stealing prema from Krishna. যেজন শ্রীকৃষ্ণ ভজে সে বড় চতুর. Krishna is very clever. He is trying to play with us. But all the worshippers with this pure prema, they are more clever than Krishna. Krishna Chatur, but Krishna devotees, Boro Chatur. They are more clever than Krishna. Krishna is trying to hide this prema from them, but they are stealing this prema from Krishna. All the pure devotees. That is the greatness. That's why. And Krishna loved this, to be defeated by those devotees who is worshipping Krishna with love. And that's why when Sukadeva Goswami, he was describing the stories with Shakhar Prema, he said, in a joking mood, "Oh Parikshit, you know, Krishna Bhagavan Sridamanam Parajita." Krishna, who is Supreme Godhead, he was defeated by Sridham. Sridham defeated him very easily. He tried. In wrestling, Sridham challenged Krishna that, "Come, you are killing all the asuras, and maybe some ego is coming in your heart, and you are showing this to us. Huh? What do you think? That you have so much power?" All these people in Braj, they are also thinking that you are not this normal coward boy. They are thinking that maybe you are a demigod. They have to know that inside of you there is nothing. Come to me. I have to prove that you have nothing. Shona Parikshit, they started wrestling. Krishna tried with all his opulence, with all his samartha, he tried to defeat Sridham. First he tried with this power as a cowherd boy. Then he tried with Bhagavan power. But he cannot. He was failure. He was failure. He was defeated by Sridham. And after Sridham he defeated Krishna, he said, "Now you have to say to everyone that you are agreed that you have nothing." And that time, when he was saying this word to Krishna, that time he was on the chest of Krishna. He was on the chest of Krishna. You are agreed that you have nothing? Okay. You must say this, all these Brajvasis, that you are defeated now. You are defeated by me. Krishna loves this. It was not against of his mood. He loves to be defeated by his devotees. He loved to defeat all the asuras, to protect his devotees, but at the same time he loved to be defeated by this kinds of premi devotees, premika devotees, rashika devotees. He loved to be defeated in a love game. Not only this playing, not only in wrestling, he loved to be defeated by prema, by love. That's why always he was running to Srimati Radharani to apologize. said to the gopis in Ras Leela that no paroham, I have not this ability, I have nothing. I cannot exchange your love. Because I have nothing. In front of your love, I cannot compare anything from me. If you want, then you can accept me as your servant. What you will say, I'll follow your words. If you'll say, Krishna do this, I'll do this. If you'll say, Krishna just go and sleep, I'll sleep. If you'll say that Krishna stand up, I'll stand up. I'll follow you all words. But if you say, oh Krishna, you took so many things from us. We offered everything, our love, our mind, heart, everything. Now you have to give something. You have to exchange. But I cannot do this. I have no disability. Because I have nothing. In front of your love. Krishna love to be defeated in love also. In Radhakund bhajan, what we are practicing? We are practicing this love. We are practicing to get this love. That's why when we'll go from our material life to spiritual life, then this Raganuga bhajan will be. You can make a start to 100%. Because moods, this prema, this practice, you have to start from you this material life. Vishnu Pujyao Jodi Jive Droho Kore, all the words from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have to follow this. Sanatana Goswami Pad, when he asked about our spiritual life, about our sadhana, about dharma, he was answered that there is not so many things. Jivedaya, Name Ruchi, Vaishnava Shiva. These three. First, love to everyone, all the jivas. Jiva, not only the human, all the jivas. You should love all the jivas. If you have love for everyone, then you will get this taste of Harinam. When you have no love in your heart, you will not get the taste from Mahamantra. Because Ahankara and Prema, they are viparita against each other. Where is Ahankara? There is no Prema. We have to go inside this Prema Sindhu. We have to play in Prema Sindhu. But not to just flow above this water. No. ahankara is like an air pillow. When you have this air pillow tied on your chest, you cannot go inside the water. It will take you up. How much time you will try to go in, it will take you up. So, we have to take out this air pillow from our chest. We have to destroy these all egos. But how? How will destroy this ego? How will destroy all this ahankara? Only by this service mode. When you are serving someone, you are helping, that is not service. You have to get this mood of service. Helping someone to give some things, this is also good. Dhanam, this is also good. But in Bhakti Path, dhanam is not important.
Giving charity.
Charity is not our way in Bhakti. Charity is also some ahankara. I have so many things I am giving. This is also ahankara. But in karma kanda, in karma way, this giving charity also one kind of austerities. You will get some punya, but not prema. If you want to get prema, then you have to not only help, you have to serve the devotees, to serve all the jivas. Vaishnava Shivan, who is Vaishnava? Sriman Mahaprabhu has said that you have to serve the Vaishnavas. Who is Vaishnavas? I am not Vaishnava. Who is Vaishnava? To whom we have to serve? Yes, everyone. Because Krishna is everywhere, inside of all jivas. Where is Krishna? He is Vaishnava. Where is Krishna? He is Vaishnava. When Krishna is inside of someone, we have to see him in all these jivas. We should remember the stories of Tukaram. You know Tukaram? Tukaram,
Maharashtra.
great devotee of Vittal in Maharashtra. The place is Pandharpur, Vittalnath. He was a great devotee, Vittalnath. And he used to go to some places, some houses, to get diksha. And what he will get by diksha, he will offer to Vittaldev and he will take. But it was certain that 3 or 4 days he didn't get any diksha. He could not offer anything to his Prabhu, Vittalnath. And so he did not get any prasad 4 days. After 4 days, he got some flour, that means this chuna. by Bhiksha, and he made some chapatis by this, and he offered this to Vithalnath. After Bhoga, when he tried to get this prasad, it was there on a plate, this chapatis, and then he went inside to his kutir to bring some water. And one dog came and he took all these chapatis and ran away from his place. After he came back to Karam, and he found there is no chapatis and this dog is run away to take his chapatis. Then he also followed these dogs. And he was saying, "Oh Gopal, please come back. I'll give you chapati." But you know, till now I didn't put any buttermilk on it. That will be very hard for you. Please come back, I'll put some butter on it, and then you must eat these chapatis. He was calling this dog as Gopal. Can you imagine? He was saying Vithalnath inside this dog also. That's why he was calling this dog as Gopal. That's why he was thinking, if he will eat these chapatis, then it will give some pain to his mouth. Because these chapatis was so hard. In this way, sadhakas has to see Krishna inside of everyone. When sadhaka will see Krishna inside of everyone, all living entities, then they will get this service mood. Then their helping will not giving charity, but service. Shiva. Then they will do this everything like Krishna Shiva. In our sadhana, raga nuga bhajana, that is not all that we are worshipping Krishna. Also we have to worship devotees. Then our worshipping will be 100%, otherwise not. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Parikshit Maharaj, he said this. How one can get this highest success for his all senses. He said this to Shukadeva. Shavak. Jayatasya gunan karinite karocha tat karma karo manascha smarid vasantam sthirajangameshu strinoti tat punna katha shakarna shirostu tashor bhayalingamaname tadeva jat pashyati tadvi chakshu Angyani Vishnoratha Tajjanana Padodakam Yani Bhajanti Nityam. Shukadeva Goswami, he asked to Parikshit, Parikshit, why you want to listen more Krishna Katha? Why? This conversation before know these stories of Sri Damodara, you know? In chapter 80, in 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavad. This conversation before this. Because Sukadeva Goswami Charan, he started one new Leela of Baladev Chandra. And all those listeners was there, these devotees, that means the rishis, headed by Parikshit Maharaj. This all listeners was really surprised. Because that is the mood of prema. Akoi tava Krishna prem jano jambu nadohem সেই প্রেমান রিলোকে না হয়, যদি হয় তার যোগ, কভু না হয় বিয়োগ, বিয়োগ হইলে কেহ না জিয়। অকৈতব কৃষ্ণ প্রেম, very pure. Krishna prem is very pure. অকৈতব. It's like a pure gold. সেই প্রেমা নিলোকে না হয়, this prema you cannot get here. It will not manifest here. If anyhow you will get this prema by the mercy of Guru devotees, by the mercy of Krishna, if you will get in your heart, then it will never go away from your heart. Kabhu na hoy vyog. It will never go away from your heart. Or vyog hoile keho na jiva. If it will go away from your heart, then you will die. That is the mood of Krishna. When after a long time, all the pastimes of Krishna's, when Shukadeva started the Leela of Baladev Chandra, suddenly they got this separation, feelings of separation. And Parikshit Maharaj, he asked to listen so more Krishna Leela. And Shukadeva, he asked, why you want to know? Why you want to listen more Krishna Katha? Then he answered this. Because without Krishna, no one can make success their senses also. How they will make? Then he answered, Savak, about tongue, about ears, about mind, about hand, about eyes. What he said? What is the great success of our tongue, of our ear, of our eyes? Is it only connected with Krishna? Or there is something more? Shukadeva Goswami, you are surprised to see this realization of Parikshit. You are surprised to listen to this all realization of Parikshit. Oh Parikshit, you are really great. What I said, you realized exactly. Yes, you are right. What was this realization? What Parikshit Maharaj said? We will know more. Yes, tomorrow. Parikshit Maharaj will explain this all, the success of our senses, tomorrow. Savag, Jayatasya Gunan Guraniti. Kirtan, Sravan, Smaran, Pujan, this all. But she will explain in a different way.